That's glitch.
Yeah.
Hey, oh!
Alright, so the thing about underhooks is that you got to think to yourself, it's like a turn signal when you're driving. You don't just turn the turn signal and go, because you need to give at least some kind of advanced notice to yourself, not to them, okay, that you need an underhook. So as we're here and he's passing right here, I need to create frame. There's the underhook, okay? I need to be the first one that gets that underhook. Whether I go here, 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 whichever way I go, I need to initiate the underhook. Because if I don't initiate the underhook, he on top should be going for an underhook himself there. And he'll initiate the underhook. And now this arm's caught out, which is fine, okay? But he's already passed my guard. Let's say if he were still in a half guard, he still initiates that underhook here. And oftentimes I notice you guys, some of you, get stuck right here with a little hand right here, like this, okay? That's not a good situation. Look, but he's still in my half guard, okay? First thing I need to do is control here, okay? Because for me to create space for this, I gotta do this right here. And I gotta keep moving to get the underhook here. This is an underhook. This is not. This is a hand cramp and some sort of weird karate chop. The point with an underhook is I gotta apply pressure to him, so his hands are more so glued to the mat. I'm rolling my hand and rolling my shoulder into him. Sometimes you can go here, okay? But he can still posture up from here, even though I can hang on him here, okay? But I like underhooks here, and then using this free hand. It's gotta do something. So I'm gonna use it on the far leg, okay? From here, it depends whether I go out the back door and go to the back. Sometimes you can feed this lapel here. Sometimes you grab pants right here and some skin, okay? And if they're hairy, grab hair. But this hand has to be on their knee, because it's got to be somewhere. And he's moaning right now. I don't know why, but it's weird, but it's fine.
Because that's not my pants.
Oh my God. Whoa, that's crazy.
What did we miss? It's not his pants. He's grabbing.
I'm grabbing the drawstring. Okay? Look, I can feel a little bit of loose skin in there. I don't know what's going on. Let somebody call a rabbi. All right, here, left hand, right hand on the stability knee right here, because he's gonna want to push that left knee forward. Yes, in order to get that leg up to be able to press into me. I want this leg up. Yeah, but move it out a little bit. Yeah, because they'll want to push in. From here it goes to here, and if he pushes into me here, you're able to. So there's different things that you can do. The question is how much pressure, counter pressure, action, reaction are you going to create? If you can grab loose skin, then hey, as they say in Israel, l'chaim. Okay? So this right here is important here, and as I move this knee, I want to initiate the underhook here and immediately go here. Whether I grab loose skin, I don't want to grab belt because it'll be loose. Grab belt and gi, because that way it'll stop. And then move them up here, okay? Because now I can begin to already come up and get into some sort of passing situation here and climb on him. Feed him a little bit of milk. That's always good. So here, you need the frame. I want to dive underneath. Even if I want to do this here, but see how we stopped right here? Okay? Now, one thing that's been nice is this. Oftentimes, the counter, the underhook, as wrestlers do, they give you a wizard. Yes, right here. Okay? It counters the underhook somewhat. So what I'm going to do is, if I can, I'll grab this far side lapel, okay? And I'm going to pretend that I'm really struggling to keep his feet, as he's probably going to want to pass through this little right here. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the feet, and I'm going to the knees. He will bring that leg through, okay? And I'm going to reach for his far foot. Here. So if we step over, this is on. We'll pull it out, right? the sweep is very, very effective because you almost let them pass, okay? I just want you guys to try it. And the way it works is like this. You get the underhook. Let's say without getting the heat. What I did here was I just put this lapel to my hand here. So I have this, so if you can, if you're under here, this is like your temporary hold to get here, beat it, lock it. Put your elbow down, not across the back as much, okay? So let's say whether you get here, whether you're here, or here, okay? No, let's say here, okay? I want to create a scenario where he's going to want to slowly pass. So he initiates a pass. He wants to get that knee through. And it's already like a 3/4 guard. I want to follow him, okay, and keep his foot as he slowly passes. Here. Put your knee. Okay. Because what I want to do, I want to grab this shin right here. And I want to roll over my shoulder and lift him over this way here. Pull that arm out. Very, very leveraging. Okay.
Is that only effective if they do that wizard thing?
If they don't do the wizard, you have the underhook.
Yeah. No.
See, I go for that all the time, trying to get the darts.
Yes, so that's also a Darce defense somewhat, but don't get Darce. So look.
Yeah, because
So here, okay, I'm right here. If you wizard me right here, okay, and I just grab right here. Let's say here. Okay. Now from here, it's almost like I want to get up. He wants to put me to the back here, but I go here. Yes, right here. This here I get right here, and he is stuck in this Darce, not with Darce, but this wizard position here. As I go here, up his foot. Okay, and then with this hand, I want to lift it because I really want to roll him over his shoulders, not over his back. So I go here, okay, and I go this way so that he doesn't land on my hand. Okay, and then from here, I can begin to tap here, here, really easy. It's me hard here. Okay, but aside from that. You have a very leveraged feet. So one left. Christian, come here. It works if you set it up. Here. You need to get this here. Let's say all that's right there. I grab gi and belt. Yeah, do a wizard. And you pinch. Because sometimes when you get to the wizard here, okay, you can begin to just take it over because arms are trapped. Okay? But oftentimes, you can't even get underneath him. Okay, so as he's wanting to, so I go here and catch his far foot or the pants. Either way here, okay? And I'm gonna roll over my right shoulder that way and lift in the air as I pull him here. See, he can't even take that out. All right, guys, time. And then we go here. Or essentially a weave pass here. Okay, we go double unders here.
I have a dumb question.
No dumb questions, only dumb answers. Go ahead, I'll give you dumb.
Listen, so you end up with your hand underneath. I end up with my, or like behind, like in their hamstring. I end up with my hand, my bottom side of your hand in between, and it pulls that in, and it pushes back.
Okay. That's a standard.
How do you get your, again, this is the dumb part of the question, how do you get your arm under?
One of the first, so one is for a half guard before he gets the knee through.
Yeah.
So you're here, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. This is, honestly, this is one of the first techniques that I learned in jiu-jitsu because this is basically a half guard to a single leg here. So as I go here, okay, I switch the feet, pull.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can do that. That's okay. The only thing is that sometimes they'll want to give you that foot, that ankle.
Yes.
Because this is his stability knee. If his foot is holding, and you should be aware that this is going to be a very problematic situation for you because now your foot's trapped. Even though that you may remove the whizzer here, okay, I still have the ability to come up and take you up over that way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because his leg is trapped. Okay? So you definitely want to make sure this leg, foot, shin does not get trapped in a half guard from like a single leg type of position. Okay? So typically what I'll do is that second they do that, I'll move that foot away and post it up. Yes.
Because I want to try it.
Yes, because that gives pressure. And then from here, now he's giving pressure here. If I scoop this underneath, I may be able to get him as I'm getting counter pressure here, okay? But if he recognizes that I'm gonna roll him that way, he's not gonna push back into me here,
Right.
okay? So now from here, it's almost like I can't roll him this way, this way, this way, and he's gonna be driving that knee over because he wants to pass, so he goes to 3/4. And now this is, I already don't have as much here. There's a coyote guard here that you can do, which is pulling that leg back and all that, but that foot's too deep already. Get that knee. So here I don't have it because he's going to be shifting his way that way because he knows I'm going to pull him this way here. Okay, so from here, as I pull him this way, he pushes or he pulls me that way because he wants to get that knee through. Okay, and I get through here, and I go here.
Okay. You just pull your elbow back and navigate it.
Yes, I let him pass.
Okay.
But the more he passes, the more I go to my knees, the more I trap his arm, his whizzer, because it gets tough. If he removes it, then you have the underhook. So you have to recognize it.
Where you just go to the back.
Correct. So look. A little bit of now steady here. So as I go here, he whizzes me. And he pushes that forward. So now it's like I don't have this. And as I grab here, he knows that I want to, yes, let's see if he keeps me up. So wait, can he drag that knee through? Push that, pull that right knee through? Yes. So I tuck my elbow here, okay? Yeah. He passes his leg.
And the underhook is what slows him down enough for you to catch that
The
trail.
underhook forces him to have to be aware that if he doesn't counter that underhook, then I'm going to go to his back. So that whizzer is a counter. Let's see. So give me an half on your right side. So here. So he's framing with the hands here, and he beat me to the underhook. I got the whizzer, okay? But he went deep, yes, and grabbed my back, yes, right there. So now, I don't want to go that way, because his right hand, let's see this way. Okay, his right hand's grabbing my knee. Yeah. This. No. Like this way? Yes. So you can lift, okay? Because he's pushing into me. If I push back into him, he scoots his hips underneath me and lifts. Yes, right there. See how easy that is? Okay? So I want to be pulling him this way here. Okay? Yeah. Because now as I pull him this way here, I also have somewhat of a reach. So I get through here. Okay? He tucks his elbow here, goes to his knees right now, pinches his elbow. I can't pull this out momentarily here. He nudges me forward a bit here. Wait a minute. Your right hand, grab my shin. Far shin. Yes, right here. You're gonna roll over your right shoulder. Careful. Yes. Okay. It's very leveraging and it works if you can configure your hands. But the thing is that in any situation in jiu-jitsu, if you can execute the technique properly in the window of opportunity, it'll work. If not, then it won't. It's like that with just basic extra. If it's not there, it's not there. If it's there, it's there. So try. 1, 2, 3.
You were like 5 times lighter rowing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, 'cause you're lifting my hips and dipping my head. Oh.